Okay, let's unpack this wild political and legal drama. Imagine one of America's most recognizable scientists, Dr. Anthony Fauci, sitting in front of a Senate committee and saying, "Nope, I'm not answering anything." That's what happened here, and it's way more layered than just a headline. Let's break it down. First, why would Fauci, a guy who spent decades testifying Congress over 200 times, suddenly shut up? He's invoking the Fifth Amendment, right? But the Fifth isn't about innocence or guilt, it's about protecting yourself from a politically weaponized system. And here's where it gets juicy. Fauci accuses Senator Rand Paul of basically trying to trap him into perjury. Paul, meanwhile, is leaning into this gotcha energy, saying, "Just tell the truth and you'll be fine." But is that fair? Or is this just another symptom of a broken system where oversight turns into vendetta? Let's talk about Paul's tactics for a second. He's been after Fauci since the pandemic began, right? Releasing his personal journal, pushing conspiracy-adjacent claims, and now this hearing. But here's what stands out. Fauci's lawyer calls Paul's actions pathological and obsessive. That's not just legal jargon, that's a window into how this has escalated from policy disagreements to personal destruction. And honestly, this isn't about science anymore. It's about power. Paul isn't trying to uncover truth, he's trying to score political points by painting Fauci as a villain. And the scary part? This isn't unique. We've seen this playbook with other experts: attack the messenger, not the message. Now Biden's preemptive pardon. That's wild on so many levels. Presidents don't just hand out pardons for officials who haven't even been charged with anything. But here's the twist, it's a defensive move. Biden's basically saying, if you come after Fauci, you're coming after me. But does this protect Fauci, or just fuel the conspiracy fire? Because Paul's already arguing the pardon could be challenged. So what's the endgame here? A court battle? A new investigation? Or just endless political theater where facts get buried under outrage? But let's zoom out. What's the bigger story? This isn't just about Fauci or Paul. It's about how we, as a society, treat expertise. Fauci spent his career in labs and hospitals, but now he's a political lightning rod. Why? Because science got dragged into the culture war vortex. Masks weren't just masks, they were symbols. Vaccines weren't just vaccines, they were identity markers. And Fauci? He became the avatar for all of it. So when Paul goes after him, it's not about accountability, it's about dismantling trust in institutions people disagree with. And if that works, what's next? Climate scientists? Economists? Historians? This sets a dangerous precedent. One last angle, Fauci's legacy. The guy ran NIAID for 38 years. He helped combat HIV, Ebola, Zika, but now his epitaph might be that guy who clapped back at Rand Paul. Isn't that absurd? His entire career was about saving lives quietly, and he'll be remembered for a Senate circus. So what's the takeaway here? Maybe that in 2024, nuance dies in the soundbite era. Or maybe that loyalty to political tribes trumps loyalty to truth. Either way, this isn't just a hearing, it's a case study in how broken our discourse has become. What do you think? Is this the new normal? Drop your thoughts below, let's unpack this together.